In late 1992, Union Pacific wanted to get rid of its once extensive branch lines in southeastern Washington and northeastern Oregon. To do this, they would abandon some and put up for lease others, with a new startup company based out of Walla Walla known as the Blue Mountain Railroad taking up a majority of the leased trackage. In late December 1992, the Blue Mountain Railroad would officially gain the rights to the trackage that they bid on and would receive 4 ex-Western Pacific GP35s from Union Pacific to operate on the trackage. They would paint these into a dark navy blue livery with their logo painted on the side in white and a white safety stripe on the rear of the long hood. This would gain them the nickname of Walla Walla's Little Blue Railroad. This would only last until about 1998 or so, as they would turn out to be akin to the Penn Central, as they would constantly have derailments, as well as not very good track conditions, leading to them being absorbed into their larger neighbor, the PCC, which would gain them a sharp new livery of a orange where the blue used to be, and a new black bottom underneath the frame and on the top of the locomotive. They would also gain new trackage and a larger roster, which, interestingly enough, included CF7s. This arrangement actually, for the most part, fixed a lot of the issues that the Blue Mountain Railroad had at the cost of having its own identity. And it's also one of the more beloved forms of the Blue Mountain Railroad, although it was also one of the shortest lived, only lasting until 2004, when a certain leasing company, which you all know and you all love, unless you're Badger, it's Watco, bought them out. Also known as the Rainbow Era, the Watco era was one of the longest so far, lasting from 2003-2004 until about 2017. It was called this due to the mix of PCC painted, Blue Mountain painted, Watco painted, and rather controversially, other railroad that was owned by Watco painted power on the rail line during this era. The footage playing now is about to show just how ridiculous this era was. There was such a lack of actual livery that the best I can do is just put a general painted Wamex GP35 on screen as this era's, because there were patches, there were other railroads units, like, it was all over the place. In about 2017 to 2018, the PCC was ready to get rid of the Walla Walla line, and so they would give it to Columbia Rail, finally bringing this full circle to why the title is what it is. Columbia Rail would immediately upgrade infrastructure of the line and would bring in their own roster of 4 GP49s, a few end cabs, and for a short time, pair of SD45s. At first, for a while, it looked like the Columbia Rail era was gonna be a second Rainbow era, but thankfully, they would implement their own standardized livery by 2021, with GP49 2802 setting the standard for their livery. They would choose a white base with a red stripe through the middle, black underneath the frame, and black on the very top of the locomotive, as well as text on the long hood saying Columbia Rail, text on the short hood saying Columbia, and their logo underneath the cab numbers, as well as on the earliest prototype of the livery, i.e. 2802, a conquistador flag. So far, they've painted it onto 3 locomotives. An NW1 that I don't remember the number of, and GP49's 2802 and 2806, with another GP49 likely going into the paint shop sometime soon.
I'm a fucking RSS player. God damn it, I'm just here begging for perms because someone will get their fucking ass and just give me perms.